The ship is still. The ocean stretches in every direction. Somewhere below deck, a sailor has died during an active mission. There's no port nearby, no runway, no way home. This is the story of how the U.S. Navy says goodbye when there's no shore to return to.
Captain, request permission to bury the dead. Aye, sir.
When a sailor dies while a ship is far from land, there's often no way to return home quickly. Warships can stay at sea for weeks or even months. Turning back is not always possible. Missions continue. The ocean doesn't pause. What follows is not routine. In those moments, the Navy follows a tradition that has existed for generations: burial at sea.
Lieutenant Commander Rockwell, Allie, I'm so sorry for your loss.
This type of burial is never casual. It's used only when there's no other option, or when the sailor asked for it while they were alive. Some officers and sailors choose it on purpose. They spent their lives on the water. They worked, ate, slept, and stood watch at sea. For them, returning to the ocean feels right. Once the decision is made, the crew begins careful preparation. The bodies move to a secure space on the ship. Most modern ships have a temporary refrigeration unit. This keeps the remains preserved and treated with dignity. If refrigeration's not available, the ceremony is carried out sooner to ensure respect. A small assigned team handles the preparation. This usually includes medical staff and a burial detail chosen for their discipline and professionalism. The body is gently cleaned. This is done quietly and carefully. There are no shortcuts. These actions are guided by strict procedures that have been refined over decades. After this, the sailor is dressed in full dress uniform. For officers, this means formal attire with correct rank markings. Medals and ribbons earned in service are placed exactly where they belong. White gloves are added. The uniform is checked again and again. Even now, appearance matters. The Navy believes respect doesn't end with death. While this happens, the chaplain prepares the service. The words are short and simple.
Today we honor the life of Lieutenant Junior Grade Mark Rockwell Pate. I'm honored to take part in this ceremony.
They're usually non-denominational unless the sailor's records request something specific. This isn't a long speech. There are no personal stories. The focus is on duty, service, and honor. At the same time, the boatswain's mate prepares the deck. The sailor is responsible for the ceremony and seamanship. They plan where everyone will stand. They rehearse the timing. They prepare the ceremonial whistle and the ship's bell. Every moment is reviewed. On a Navy ship, the ceremony is built on control. Before the service can begin, the ship itself must change. Normal operations slow down. Non-essential work stops. The officer on the deck gives the order to clear the area. Only critical systems continue running. The ship reduces speed, usually to a slow, steady pace. This is done for stability, not show. The ship is turned to reduce rolling from wind and waves. The goal is to make the deck as still as possible. Even engine noise is reduced when it can be. There's no music, no announcements. Just quiet. The ceremony usually takes place on the aft deck facing open water. The space is cleaned and cleared. For a short time, the warship becomes something else. For a brief time, a warship stops being a weapon and becomes a place of farewell. The crew assembles in silence. Sailors line both sides of the deck. They stand straight, hands behind their backs, eyes forward. Everyone knows where to stand. This is planned in advance. From junior sailors to senior members, all follow the same rules. The executive officer and senior enlisted leaders stand at the front. The chaplain stands near the body. The captain remains separate. The captain doesn't join the formation. Their role is to observe and approve, not to lead the ritual directly. The ship is quiet, except for the wind and water. The ceremony begins with a single sharp sound. The boatswain's whistle cuts through the air. The sound has been used for centuries. It signals respect and attention. The ship's bell follows. It rings slowly and clearly. Each strike echoes across the deck and out over the water. Then the chaplain speaks. The sailor's name is read, their rank, their years of service. Nothing more. A brief prayer is offered. The words are calm and measured. They often speak of rest, peace, in the sea. If the sailor had no religious preference, the language is adjusted. The tone stays the same. Respect doesn't change. No one shifts their weight. No one looks away. This is the moment every sailor understands could one day be theirs. After the prayer, the honor guard steps forward. This group is chosen carefully. Their movements are slow and perfectly timed. They lift the body with steady hands. There's no rush, no visible effort. Every step is deliberate. As they reach the ship's edge, the American flag is removed from the body. This is done with extreme care. The flag is folded into a precise triangle, 13 folds. Each one is exact. The stars face outward. The stripes disappear inside. This flag will not be buried. It will be returned to the family. It will be logged, labeled, and protected until it reaches them. It carries weight far beyond cloth. When the flag is secured, the captain gives a small nod. No words are spoken. That's the signal. The burial team gently lifts the body forward. There's no splash that anyone focuses on, no final speech. Gravity takes over. The ocean receives the sailor. The body disappears beneath the surface. The crew doesn't move. No one speaks. The silence is part of the ceremony. It's not awkward. It's intentional. There is no bugle, no gun salute. Out here, simplicity matters. Sometimes the chaplain adds one final line.
To you for our departed brother, and for all those whom we remember but see no longer. Grant them eternal rest. May your everlasting love and grace comfort those who are left behind to honor them well.
Sometimes nothing's said at all. Both are acceptable. The Navy understands that silence can speak clearly. After a moment, the boatswain's whistle sounds once more. This marks the end. Still, no one moves until the captain gives the final order. Carry on. With those words, the formation breaks. Sailors step away in the same order they arrived. No one rushes. No one talks. The ship slowly returns to its previous speed. Systems come back online. The routine of life at sea resumes. The captain returns below deck. The honor guard goes back to duty. The folded flag is secured for delivery. On the surface, everything looks normal again, but the moment stays with the crew. The ocean was where the sailor worked, where they stood watch at night, where they faced storms and long hours. To return to it is not a loss alone. The ship sails on. The water closes. Nothing marks the place except memory. The ceremony's not meant for crowds. It's not meant to comfort outsiders. It's meant to honor service through order, discipline, and care. A burial at sea is not about sadness alone. It's about acknowledgement. It says one simple thing without ever speaking it directly. You served. You mattered. And you are carried forward with the ship.